harshest realities about women that men learn too late. Nice guys usually do finish last. There's two main reasons that this statement is valid. The first reason is that she's not done playing the field. A major reason why nice guys finish last is because when a woman is done with her proverbial bad boy phase and the desire to be a wife and a mother start weighing heavy on her, she'll want to come back and settle down with a good man to start her life with. A nice guy is usually the last man she settles down with. The second reason is the nice guy stereotype. If you're a man who's described as sweet, sensitive, soft, or shy, the vast majority of girls won't be attracted to you. For men, being labeled with these characteristics are not desirable traits in the eyes of the majority of women. Societal norms and expectations portraying these traits as weaker or less attractive in men doesn't help any either. Because nice guys have the stigma of being boring and predictable, they are a major turnoff for the majority of women because they want to be with someone who demands respect, doesn't tolerate anything less than what he deserves, and leads without intimidation.
Trust the healing process, because healing is mandatory. I'm Namdi Shakur, and welcome to I'm Him channel. The journey of homelessness is complex and often misunderstood. Since being homeless, I now have a front row seat in the movie theater of society. But while in the theater, society doesn't notice me. But guess what? I see you, and what I see sometimes grieves my heart.
Today's homeless perspective topic is, why do nice guys finish last? Well, my high school experience is similar to the iconic urban cult classic movie Coolie High. If you haven't seen that movie, make sure you check it out. Especially if you're black and you haven't watched that movie, well, let's just say your black card is due for renewal. It's about to expire, so make sure you check that movie out. But anyway, there's two main characters in the movie, Cochise and Preach. Now, my older brother, he's more like Cochise. He was the athlete, 6 foot. He played football, not basketball. Cochise in the movie Cool High played basketball. My brother played football. And Preach, his best friend, well, my character, Preach, I'm more like Preach, the character Preach. He was the poet. In high school, I was the poet, did poetry, I was in the theater club, did stage plays, and I was popular in high school, plus I was a dancer and everything. And our crew that I ran with, our social club, our social clique, we called ourselves Push. Pimps United to Serve Hoes. So we was a bunch of players. So we was known around the city or whatnot. We went to all the house parties, school dances, skate rink, and shit like that. So it was one particular time I was at a house party, and being an introvert, always was incognito, even though I ran in the clique, ran in the group. I was the quiet, shy one of the group. So I was at a house party, and I was standing next to the punch bowl and just sipping on my spiked punch. I think it was some Irk and Jerk, the E&J in the punch. And I heard a group of girls talking about us, talking about the Push clique. So they was talking about us, about which one they want to get at. So they started running down the names of the clique. Of course, my brother John, you know, they was like, ooh, John can get it. He looked like LL Cool J, always licking his lips like LL Cool J too. You know, my brother was, you know, light skinned like LL. I think he was about 6 foot or whatever. And then there was Paul. Paul, he was like the Denzel Washington, the smooth, suave guy. You know, they was like, ooh, Paul can get it too. And then Delma was the pretty boy. You know, he looked like Al B. Sure. My brother, he even rocked the denim stonewashed jeans and jacket just like Al B. Sure back in the day, you know. And then they were talking about Sean. Sean, he was the jokester, the prankster. They were talking about, oh, that nigga crazy, you know. Oh, he can get it too. And then they came to me. Now, I was like, they brought up my name. They was like, yeah, he's challenging everything. Yeah, he's a nice guy. And they said it in a way where it was kind of condescending. They just overlooked me. So that day always stood out to me. So throughout my years in dating and relationships and stuff like that, women always said that I was a nice guy, sometimes a little bit too nice. I remember one time, one of my high school friends, which was a female, she was like, don't change. One day you'll find the right girl that'll know how to accept your treatment. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So throughout the years, I was the romantic guy. I was the guy that brought flowers, candy, cards, and stuff like that. And I always noticed, why women didn't really respond to that. So here recently, going through my healing process, just reflecting on all my past relationships and everything, and I'm just thinking, they're crazy. The women, they just don't know what they want or whatnot. But then I got to thinking about the word nice. I've said plenty of times in my videos that I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. However, I can cut through the basic fundamental of things. I'm a stickler on doing the etymology of words, which is the origin of words. So I was like, let me go ahead and look up the etymology of the word nice. To my surprise, this is what I found. Nice is to be foolish, ignorant, frivolous, senseless. From the old French word nice in the 12th century, meaning careless, clumsy, weak, poor, needy, simple, stupid, silly, foolish. From Latin word necius, which means ignorant, unaware, literally meaning not knowing. Now in the pre-1300, the word nice means fussy. In the late 14th century, the word means dainty, delicate. It wasn't until 1769 that the word means to be kind and thoughtful. So, you mean to tell me for over 800 years, the original meaning of the word nice is a negative meaning? It has only been within the last 500 years that society has used the word or term nice as a positive meaning? Shit, man. I wonder what was the transition? They started using the word nice to be kind and thoughtful in the 1500s. In France, and also during that same period, they used it as to mean dainty and delicate. Well, shit, when I think of dainty and delicate, I think about a woman that's kind of feminine. The French throughout history, how they get down as far as their sexuality. So I don't know, did they put the label nice on women or feminine men? Shit. So a woman was foolish and stupid and all of that, clumsy and stuff like that. That's how they looked at women at the time. So during the Romantic period and all that shit, and the Renaissance period or whatever, they started flipping the term to mean delicate and dainty, kind and thoughtful. Shit, I don't know, but I just know that regardless of how society currently uses a word, the word will always carry its true essence, meaning, and personality throughout time. The true meaning of the word will never change. Okay, for example, now if a person enters a toxic relationship, right? And you're in a toxic relationship, the other person is really the toxic person. And you thinking that you can make that person change because you the good one, you the good person in the relationship. You can make them change. And 9 times out of 10, it's mainly women who do that shit. Men do that shit too. And you have that naive notion that you can make that person change. But guess what? That person is not changing. People are going to be who they are. It is what it is. That's the same with words. I don't care how we flip it. Now, that person in that toxic relationship, they might, do some good things here and there, blah, 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 woo, 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 but it's like shit. They still going to be the same person. Their real self is still going to come out and show. That's the same thing. So I came to a realization. I'm like, damn, man. So all this time, I'm thinking I'm doing something good, but I'm really doing something bad. So I'm like, well, shit. No wonder nice guys finish last. Because the word nice is cursed. It's a cursed word. Okay, let me break it down to you like this, okay? A curse is rooted in deception. When you deceive somebody, basically, you trying to make something bad appealing. You trying to make something bad appear good so a person can buy into it. This is basically what a curse is. And also a curse is also a spell. And that's what the language, the English language, or what we speak or whatever, is basically a spell. When you spelling shit, when you spell letters out, it's a spell. It's to get an effect that you want to get. It's damn near like magic. So it's like, damn, man. When I look at the word nice, I'm like, okay, it used to be a bad word. Now it's supposed to be a good word. So it's kind of appealing, but it's really, you know what I'm saying? It's really a bad word. But it's kind of it's through. That's what I realized about myself. It's through my healing process that I realized that not only that I'm an empath, I'm an introverted person, but I'm also naive. It's my naivete. See, when you're a naive person, you have a certain purity and innocence about yourself. And also when you're a naive person, when you kind of waddle in your naivete, you tend to live in your mind a lot. And you have these idealistic thoughts. And you tend to look at the world through your ideas of how things should be, not how they really are. And that's also what people do in toxic relationship, where they trying to make another person change. It's through your naivete also, and also some other factors play a part. But for me personally, when I think about it in hindsight, it was my naivete that compelled me to be so damn nice, overly nice. And also my abandonment issues that I had with my mom, trying to connect with my mom and try to be the abandonment issues I had with my mom. And my mom was very abusive, and I always wanted to be pleasing in her sight. And when she abandoned me when I was 16 years old, I tried to connect with women as a way to connect with my mom. So like I stated before, my naivete and my innocence and my purity, it's also part of my personality of being a Virgo. My innocence and my purity, it has some strengths. So I've learned to protect those strengths and not allow them to become a weakness by being nice. Because when I'm being nice, I'm basically cursing myself. Or when someone label me as being nice, or if I'm giving a kind gesture or doing something good or being courteous, especially towards a female, when they say, "Oh, that's so nice." Oh man, I cringe when I hear that damn shit. I cringe when I hear someone say, "Oh, that was nice of you," or you just being so nice. And I didn't understand why it made me feel uneasy. But now I understand that basically being nice, you cursing yourself. There's nothing really good about being nice. I don't care how people spend it or whatever. So in my naivete, I'm just learning that, okay, keep things simple, be pure, be sincere, be authentic, and also set boundaries. And look at people not through your idealistic ideals, thoughts in your mind, but look at people for who they really are. And it doesn't line up with my authentic self. Set my boundaries, be respectful, set my boundaries, and leave it alone. So man, the next time somebody want to label you nice, hey man, they cussing your ass out. They putting a curse on you, man. They putting a spell on you, man. So I hope this helps someone out or whatnot. But I mean, you know what? What helped me get out of being so nice, I intentionally like when I used to be an Uber driver or whatnot, I used to drop people off at the Dallas airport, and I used to get out, especially for a woman. I get out, I put the luggage in the trunk or whatnot. Shit, I purposefully not do that. I let them put their own damn luggage. Opening up the door for somebody. You know, back in the day, I used to think that shit was rude. You know, I'm trying to be chivalrous and shit. You know, man, I'm not opening up doors and stuff like that. I do that repetitiously, and then I got to the point where, you know, it's just natural. If I do it, open up the door for somebody before they go in being courteous, I'm cool. If I don't, I'm cool too. So I'm starting to see shit for what they really are while setting boundaries to protect my innocence and my purity and get out of my own damn head, get out of my own damn way and stuff, and starting to see shit for what they really is. So next time somebody tries to say you nice and shit, man, hey man, just say, hey, don't be cussing me out by saying that shit.